unbelievable man. Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday morning. I know you don't care. You don't care if it's a happy Saturday morning. Mad Matt in the Philippines. I specifically reached out to sick grandpa and Ace Bachelor Cool to make sure I was allowed to do a live stream. They both said it was okay. Ace said no problem. He's getting his titties sucked by the baby. And sick grandpa said it was okay because he was still getting his butt pounded. So here I am. No e-begging, no complaining, no craziness. But life is life. Here we are in the Philippines. And, I'm looking around this morning. I went for a ride after I took a shower. And I often wonder what the amount of trash is that's produced here in this country. Because, man, hard to say because back in the U.S., it's all brought, it's taken away every week. So you don't really recognize it. But here, it's everywhere. On the ground, on the floor, outside, flying through the air, in the water, on the beaches. It's everywhere. And mostly because they don't have constant trash pickup like we do in these. I don't even know if they have trash incinerators, blah, 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 trash yards or whatever. I know, here they pick up the trash when they want to pick up the trash, but where it goes is another story. But it's crazy. I did that video the other day. Didn't get much traction. That's okay. But I don't think many people know what Peter Pan syndrome is. If you look it up, you'll recognize it's a big problem here. That and drinking. Drinking seems to be accountability is a huge problem. And I'm not the Philippine people. I'm talking about the foreigners. So Philly and Jack, I'm sure you're not here anymore. Scotty, hey, I thought this live was going to be about Bitcoin. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, you can have all the topic conversation you want about Bitcoin. Scotty, it's not to be rude. I can't contribute to the conversation. If it's my live, might as well just leave it alone, right? It's like asking me to talk about basketball. I don't know dick about basketball. I don't even like basketball. I don't like it because I'm no good at it. So, I don't even enjoy watching even if I was not good at it. It's just not my thing. Rello, what's up? What's up, Route Madoff? But it's been a rough week because I'm sitting here all week long. I'll show you what I've been doing. This is everything regarding the changes with the channel and changes with the platforms and changes with everything. And one thing I've recognized is this is the Philippines. I don't think it's generally anywhere else when it comes to YouTube, but in the Philippines, people want to try to tell you who to be, what you can say, what you can talk about, and even if you do all the things they want you to do, they're still talking shit about you on other platforms. There's got to be at least 12 right now that are talking to me. You want to talk about man children. These are man children. They have nothing interesting to talk about. And I'm not going to be like them and continue to talk with them. So here we are. I wanted to talk about manning up, stepping up, leveling up. Reaching higher, aiming higher, trying to go for certain goals. I don't care if we're in our 50s, 60s, or 70s. Goals are essential, man. Goals are essential. So, I think a lot of people stop making those too. You think, oh, I'm retired. I don't need to set a goal. Fuck no. You need a hobby. You need something to achieve each day. Just my opinion. I have, who am I to say? I can say as a 55-year-old, once I left the farm, the farm kept me busy day and night. So once I left the farm, plus I was knocking off a piece of ass every single day. Take those two things out of the equation. Now I have zitch, nada. And there's only so much YouTubing you can do. Hello, Matt. Hello, Mr. Schaefer. I just ordered the same thing you ordered, Mr. Schaefer. Why not? We both can compare notes as to how we feel. But these fucking guys, man, it amazes me. Like, how many times have I said a woman here is like dating, no matter what age group you find, it's almost like dating a 15-year-old middle schooler. The fucking vloggers are almost the same. There's some really good ones, man. I know you guys don't agree with me who I like, but I like that Stephen, the Filipino guy. I mean, Steven, the English guy. There's another guy I really like, but nobody else seems to like him. The single dude over in Duma. No, not Gomer. So it's all different for everybody. But regardless of whether you're in the U.S. or Canada or Australia or here, men need to be men. You can't stop being a man just because you found easy pussy and a cheap lifestyle. Fuck. Why not just crawl up in a cave somewhere? Better yet, why don't you just hang yourself from a tree and be done with it? Can we please start talking more about good scented panties? I don't like good scented. I like naughty scented. I want to smell, I want to smell your sex coming out of those panties. I want your sex to be deposited on those panties. So I guess what you like and what I like, Buck Knob, are completely different. You want something that smells good, just go to the department store or spray it with some perfume. But I don't want that. I want it to smell like that girl's been craving cock for the last 2 days. Damn, you got it that fast, Jim? Shit. My third day at half dose, I'd be interested in. It takes a good 7 days for it to really even build up in your blood. You should feel, I know when I took the one ingredient that you found in there back at home, actually the two. And I got to tell you, it helped with my hiking. It helped with my libido. It helped with energy. A lot of guys say it's supposed to help you lose weight. I didn't notice that, but I guess anytime you have more energy and libido, you're going to lose a little weight or at least burn some calories. Some guys just burn the calories and go eat some brownies afterwards, but I'd be interested in comparing notes as well. I'm excited I just ordered it today. I ordered a few things today. I ordered some men's 50 and older multivitamin and mineral mix from Kirkland. Go figure. I hope it's legit. It says it was. But Jim, since we're pretty much not too many guys in here, I want to discuss what's going to happen in September with the men's group and the men's discussions. I don't know if I have enough people interested in doing it. As much as I have passion for it, I don't even know if I have the ability to lead it. I think what I wanted to do would do members only, maybe 2 live streams a week, members only, and then make the panel open for people to come on to the show. You're a member, so why not? I don't know what your opinion on that is. 2 live streams a week, one on the weekend, one during the week, and let guys come into the live stream. It will be totally closed off from the public. Not that it matters, but it will never go out to the public is what I'm thinking. I'm not, don't hold me to anything, Rhett. I'm just thinking out loud on the cuff. I think that would be a nice start. I would also like to start a group where we eventually start traveling, but I don't know how far that's going to go. I don't know if it's even, it doesn't have to be profitable, but I don't want to be a loss either. But if I could take that men's group from city to city and meet people, even if it's 2 weeks out of the month, first week and fourth week, or first and third, second and fourth. I mean, you could sell merch, you could play chess, you could talk, you could smoke cigars, talk health, nutrition, finances, love, or lack thereof. Yeah, Buck, I know what you mean. Just send me your panties. Do you want me to start? Should that be some of my merch? I'll start selling panties. Jim Schaefer, I got it in 2 days. I was amazed. After a week, I'll go to 2 a day. Oof. It's up to you, Mr. Schaefer. You might never have to take the full dose. I'm telling you, when you're older, you absorb it differently, but you'll see. You'll know. You'll know if you can't sleep, Mr. Schaefer. My suggestion is always take that with breakfast if you eat breakfast. I get a lot of Kirkland products from Lazada, and they've been good. I love to start a group. The structure and function will develop as we continue. I hope so. It sounds good. I'm excited. I think at some point, we do one private live chat where we all come in, the guy's interested in this, and we come in and straight up discuss what I should be doing or leading. And we put it into, hoping I agree, of course, but channeling it into something that we're all interested in. Some people might be interested in sports or music, or in your case, music. So health, Saturday Night Live with Matt sounds good. All right, Bobby, I like your comment, but Saturday Night Live with Matt means it would be Sunday morning for me. kind of try to take Sundays off entirely. I know that sounds weird, but it's the truth. But if that's what works, Saturday Night Live with Matt, fuck knob. Can you buy steroids legally in the Philippines? This is what I'll say, because I'm not going to tell you to commit a crime. I think the majority of drugs you buy in the Philippines, it's not illegal for us. It's illegal for people who are selling it. That being said, steroids are readily available everywhere. Some you'll find in pharmacies, some you'll find on chat Facebook groups. I can give you all the names, and others are guys just selling it, online. That being said, you're running the gamut. It's their bathroom, boutique shops. You don't know where this shit's being made. It's not regulated by the USDA or anything else. I mean, it amazed me. I just left the pharmacy. They'll sell me anything I want, but then I said, "Hey, man, I'm really interested in this. I always like to keep antibiotics just in case something happens. Oh, you need a prescription for that. You just sold me everything else in the world. I buy a lot of beta blockers and stuff like that for other people, and they sell it to me with no problem. But when I ask for that, negative. That's quite impersonation Ace did of Jim. I didn't watch it, Jim. The reason I didn't watch it is I don't know who Jimbo is. So how do I watch something and get some fun out of it if I don't even know who he's speaking about? I told you I really don't pay attention to the vloggers here. They're so low level. Nathaniel, thank you for the 10 jewels. You're the man. It would be great to be in a music discussion and also become involved in a myriad of other. Yeah, that's what men need. You can't. Obviously, we can't talk about the same thing repeatedly. Hence the reason I want to do it. I'm as far as I'm concerned, other than going out and video myself traveling and the histories and stuff of the Philippines, I have nothing more to offer. It started out with bad vloggers in Angelo City and a pig farm. I'm over it. I've graduated to something, hopefully something different. Big boss, 10 jewels, you the man. You didn't say sweet pang, putang, whatever the fuck. Another 10 jewels from Nathaniel. Thank you, Jules. I love you so much. My God, what are you doing to me? Sup, wang, dang, sweet poontang. There it is. Waited for that. Waited 5 minutes for that big boss. But, Jim, I'm interested. Like I said, I've been kind of waiting for my buddy to get here because he's the tech guy and he wants to make, when I move across the hall, I'm going to be having my own studio for the videos. So I don't know. Everybody's like, oh, Matt's doing this. Matt's always on lives. Matt's going to start selling merch. Yeah, motherfucker, if you want to do it, you do it. Don't judge me. Do you? Christ, if I wanted to be like Ace, I'd be like Ace. You didn't see any whiteboards back here, do you? White walls with no alcohol bottles. Top of my refrigerator has onions, garlic, and cough syrup. Thank you, Gonzo. Jim, what I've learned here already has been either helpful and or entertaining. That's good, Jim. Glad to hear it. My next event, my next thing, once I move, I want to be as minimalist as possible, which is tough because you're never going to believe what I have the most of. Fucking books. And, maybe that's part of the deal I do when I do the men's group is I bring a box of books. And, I've read it. You're probably going to see my notes in it. But being in the Philippines, I'm not taking them home with me if I ever go home. So why not let somebody else enjoy it? And I'm going more towards my Kindle anyway. But it's just another thing, like a chessboard. I would love to find a Filipino that could make me a legit chessboard. Like instead of buying one, make me one. I think it's cool. I got the guy, he's going to make me my table for when I do my videos. It's going to be a chalkboard on a spinning wheel, and I can write down. The guy next to me can say what he says. Man, Lucky, finally, I haven't seen you in a couple days. Looking forward to your success. Nathaniel, I can't promise anything, buddy. Don't depend on me, my friend. I appreciate you, but I've said it since day one. I have no idea what I'm doing. I still don't like looking at that fucking camera right now. Seeing my saggy jaws and puffy eyes, my thin hair. I'm not the biggest, I'm not huge in vanity, but I'm still a human. Lucky, howdy, Matt and crew. Lucky's in the house. Gonzo, Matt, do you know how to collect from your jewels? No, I've been asking for the last 20 fucking videos. Like, I don't even know what the freak they are. I didn't know I could collect. If they're worth money, you better tell me, because they're somewhere. I mean, I thought they just, if they were worth a cash amount, I thought they just came through with my AdSense money. But if they don't, please give me some info. Jim Schaefer, when you are in your new studio, the new possibilities will be evident. I'm thinking your channel will have nowhere to go but up. I appreciate the confidence they have within me, Jim, but I can't promise that. I mean, I hope so too. And not just for finances. Some people think, oh, he just does this for money. I mean, how much money am I really making? And I'm not complaining about it. I'm happy to be making money again. I mean, any little bit. Today was the first time I was able, I got a payment from AdSense, and I took $300 and put it into savings. First time in 3 years I put money into the savings. And I took the percentage that I told I would save for the children. And what I found I'm going to do with the children, and some men sent some money through the Cash App for that as well. What I'm going to do is wait until Christmas time, go to the local barangay. I'm going to purchase the school supplies and stuff like that. Even if it's a school bag filled with some supplies, what I'm going to do is bring it there, donate it to the barangay, so he looks like he's the one giving it to the school kids. That way I'm in good with the barangay. The barangay wins, I win, everybody, and the kids especially win. I found a guy right here that made 2 excellent stereo racks and 2 great CD bookshelves. I was so happy to find him. Yeah, dude, there's plenty of guys up the street. It's amazing how good they are with lumber. I'm so impressed with them. The guy that works here, or the owner of the building here, he does a lot of stuff with steel, stainless steel, staircases, doors. The guys that work for him are extremely good at welding. He has a really cool shop downstairs. I don't want to go and take a video of it. It's not my right. But amazingly, it's nice to see people that can fabricate and build and do things. Jordan's in the house from Seattle. What's up, Seattle boy? No Super Bowl for you this year, bitch. You got yours. Now be done. By the way, I don't know if anybody remembers, but like 3 days ago, it just came into my head. 3 days ago, I did a video and I was talking about guys. We were talking about wrestlers and shit. My brother was on an airplane years ago, and Keith Byers, he was a running back for the Philadelphia Eagles, walked by, and Keith Byers had a nose like this, man. But my brother's like, dude, he took photos back in the day. He's like, his fucking legs were bigger than my torso. Keith Byers had a set of quads on him like that big. Mr. Schaefer, I love what you want to do with the kids. Maybe once the group is settled, we could join together to help with that. I hope so, Jim. But I don't want to push my luck. Many people have said, like, Sunshine Shoulders cautions against it. I know when I lived in where the farm is, they cautioned me against it. Where I lived on the farm, it was just one street, and that was the whole barangay right there. But a lot of the kids on the track team there would run up and down the street, practice. No shoes. So I remember saying to the girlfriend at the time, I'll buy them shoes. And everybody's like, don't do it. Don't do it. And it's sad, but, a kid can walk on the street and beg for food and money and everything else. But if you offer something, you put yourself in a little bit of a pickle. So I think the best way to do it, to keep myself out of it, is I give it to the barangay. There's nothing wrong with donating to an adult, and he's a politician, and he looks good, I look good, and the kids are happy. That's my mindset. So I'm not technically dealing with anything with the kids. I'll take a video of it just because I think it's great. Let's make a friendly wager. $50. Jordan, is 50 enough? Everybody watching? Seahawks have a better chance than the sad Philly team. Oh, no. It's either win the Super Bowl or not win the Super Bowl. There is no better chances. Chances are chances. I don't give a fuck about chances. Here's the bet, Jordan. If the Seahawks win the Super Bowl, I'll give you $50. If the Eagles win the Super Bowl, you give me $50. If neither wins, nothing happens. Fair enough? I just put it on a live stream. Everybody can watch it, but that does mean you're committed to me for at least the next 8 months. What do you think? Fair? Cubby. if you do it through the barangay, you'd be shielded from people asking for more. Yeah, I'll be shielded from that, and I'll be shielded from people saying, "Oh, he was talking to children. Oh, what was he doing in the playground?" Exactly. I donated eggs. I remember when my chickens finally started laying eggs, I was getting about 400, 420 eggs a day. And I wasn't prepared to sell them. So I went to the school, and the school said, maybe you should go talk to the barangay. So I went to the barangay, and 1 week, I think we gave 7,000 eggs to the school. The barangay did. And that did benefit me later on in life. Or how about what team go? No, there is no further, because that's just, it's either win all or lose all. Yeah, your team wins or my team wins. If nothing, there's nothing. So you're taking your team. It would be great if they both played each other, but that would never happen, right? Seriously, if the Seahawks win, I'll throw you 50. If my Eagles win, you throw me 50. If neither of them win, nothing. Packers will take it all. The Packers don't have a chance to do shit ever again. That too, Mr. Schaefer says. Mob, no chance. Okay, so we've agreed. I'll have my people contact your people, and we'll get a contract drawn up. Jordan, I don't know. I think you scared my girl out of here. Remember our Seattle girl? I haven't seen her in probably 3 weeks. If the Cowboys win the Super Bowl, Matt has to short time a lady boy. Izzy, I don't think there is such a thing as short time anymore. Short time is the new long time. That not many people do the long time anymore. Everybody's doing the short time. If the Cowboys win, yeah, I'll do that. I'll short time a lady boy. I picked the lady boy. Izzy, another deal. Now, if the Cowboys don't win, what do I get? Tells me what do I get? You know, there's nothing worse than trying to help people and you get a bunch of shit in response to it. It's like, can I ever just catch a break with people that I think are even friends? It just becomes complicated sometimes. I'm not talking Filipinos at all. Can we get 2 new subscribers so I can hit 5,200? That would be really kind of you guys. 50 cents. Yeah. So I have to spend $4K on a lady boy, but if I win the bet, I get 50 cents. I'm out. Rams are the Vegas favorites at 550. The Rams have been the favorites for what, 6 years straight? Come on. The Rams can never close the deal. Great team. Can't close it. Jordan, I don't have skin in the game, but I'm a spoken native, so I root for the Seahawks. Yeah, I feel like there's so much. You guys ever like try to help somebody and it becomes more of a burden for you than it is a help for them? Like, you know, it's easy to make help for somebody, but then when it becomes a problem, it's like, yo, dude, this is not, I was just trying to be kind. I was just trying to be helpful. Just like it even goes back to the donating. Like, you want to be kind, you want to be helpful, you donate, and then suddenly you find yourself getting arrested or questioned. Like, what's the point, man? You didn't expect it, but that's what you got. That's the beauty of this channel, Mr. Schaefer. You don't get what you want. This is not Burger King. You do not get it your way. Lucky just loaned my nephew an older Honda transmission went out from his racing it. I'm guessing, like you said, try and help, and poof. Yeah. My brother, his son's into that shit. What's it called when they spin out or spin? What's it called? Drifting. I think they call it drifting. And he crashed the fucking car. And, he got the insurance money. Then he went and bought the fucking car back. Expect the unexpected here. Expect nothing at all. You get nothing. I'm with you, boss. I don't like to help everybody either. This guy is, become a pretty close friend of mine online here, and he's not the problem. It's just the whole situation is the problem. it's regarding business. And listen, when business is business, you don't do it via text message. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a 90-year-old man or a 16-year-old girl. Business should not be done through text message, especially if the two people don't know each other. Again, my opinions. But you can't get the vibe and the feel for somebody's personality through text, especially if you've never met them before. That's why we love you, Matt. I'll deposit 5,000. I'm waiting. That's just under $100. I take it now. You send it now, huh? You love me. You send it to me, huh? Don't tell me I don't sound like a Filipino, because I know I do. Gonzo, sometimes it's not even worth help. No, sometimes it's not. And, who am I to say? It's not my business. But, I want to see the guy, both people, I'm friends with both the people I'm talking about, kind of. So it's like, I want everybody to be happy, and I can see where the problem is. Not that I need or should have to referee it, but I see what the problem is. And then I think to myself, I can sit here and tell them both what the problem is, and I can try to help the situation. But either then I risk getting it when the outs with one or the outs with the other if everything doesn't work out. And I don't want to put myself in that situation. Jordan, or when you help them and they ask for more and more. Happened to me doing vlogging, helping Filipinos. Oh, that Jordan, I've had that. When I lived in Angeles, man, it was amazing. I remember a girl, I was friends with her. She was my waitress every single day. And she never asked for anything because I was always tipping her and buying her drinks. But the one day she's like, Matt, I really need 3,000. I promise I'll give it back to you a week from now, whatever it was. Back then, what was that, $60? I gave it to her. Immediately, 24 hours later, she's asking for another 3,000. Okay. She won, right? I'm not getting the initial 60 back. That's a guarantee, since she's already asking for more. And that's when I that was like, the first month or two I lived in Angeles. And that's what I told girls. Do not ever ask me for money. You will be blocked immediately. And you're not going to have me as a customer. And believe me, I was a spender in Angeles. Yes, you do sound like it. I sound like what? Oh, like the Filipinos. I'm good at it, Jim. I don't know how I became good at it. I think it's hysterical. When I hear them, I laugh. Even if I'm not laughing at them, I'll laugh inside. I go home now. You finished now? Remember the first time when I first started learning the words, Jim, that was the best. Like my Enid. I'm thinking, who the fuck is she talking to? Why she keep saying that? Like the girl came to my house to do whatever she was doing. My Enid, Mateo, my Enid. I'm like, what the fuck is she saying? I kept asking her, what are you saying? What are you saying? Or how do they say nothing? Walat. Nothing. Zimbako. And the funny thing is, all these words, when you ask them what do they mean, everybody will give you a different answer, except for my Enid. That's just hot. But Walat. What's Walat mean? Zimbako. What does that mean? Zimbako, Mateo. Zimbako. It gets confusing. Like, how about when they say nako? What does nako really mean? I don't know what Mahakita means, but Ma'init was not the first word I learned. I learned Salamat, Guapo, and the other one for cheers, which it's a guy. At least you don't have to deal with the families always after you for money. I've had to do my crazy Bronx dude impression a few times. Who's this? Is this a new? Did he just put a new image, or is that a different dude? Same guy, different image. Big boss, how come you never put a white guy on your photos? How come it's always a black guy? Have you ever seen a poisonous snake? Yes, many times. And the weird thing is, I'm scared of snakes, but when I was on the farm, I wasn't so scared of them anymore. I remember one time I was cutting the grass. I'm like looking in front of me. I'm like, I see the grass moving, not the snake. I see the grass. I'm like, what the fuck? And it ran into, or didn't run. It slithered into my, what's that shit called? Cassava field. I had a field of cassava. And that's when I said, that's it. I will not be harvesting the cassava. when I was digging for the septic tank for the one piggery, they were everywhere. And the guy was taking tires, cutting them in pieces, and burning fire with just a chunk of, build a fire. Then he would put a chunk of the rubber from the tire in the fire, and supposedly that kept them out. Fuck the work I did on that freaking farm. Every time I talk about it, it amazes me. But I put snake plants throughout the farm, everywhere, around all the chicken coops, around the piggeries, around anything that I was involved in. And clearly it's effective because I didn't see any snakes after I cleaned that property up. Outside the perimeter, like the rough, yes. I'm attempting to learn Tagalog and it's confusing. Mani was one of my first words I learned. Mahakita means I love you. Oh, see, I never heard that, so I don't know. Deposit 5,000. No, you owe me 5,000. You send me my 5,000. Nah. You promise you're a man of your word. Deposit the 5,000 right now. I'm waiting you. My Gcash, I put up now. See, that's something else we could do in the men's group, though, Mr. Schaefer. Think about it. If we're going around or if we're online, we could share, each person can share a new word and explain it and teach how to say it in a sentence. I mean, just add its shit. Add it context, content. Because I'm a big black guy, Chief. Yeah? What's your point? You were expecting Pee Wee Herman, maybe? Did we just bring up Pee Wee Herman? Shit. Remember this? Do you remember the dance to Pee Wee Herman? Big boss, I don't know how old you are. I forget already, but I'm sure you're old enough to remember the Pee Wee Herman. Yeah, Mr. Schaefer, I have so much shit to do. I'm trying to see who I'm going to utilize. Mr. Schaefer, by the way, I was going to ask you, I'll do it in a public format, but would you be willing to be a moderator on this channel when the time is right? Hello, the big boss. I didn't know he was black. How was I supposed to know? Char. There's a word I learned, Mr. Schaefer. Char. Mr. Schaefer, what about the word goggle? Goggle? They're basically calling you a stupid fuck. Gogo, 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 what a babu, whatever, babu. The best, Mr. Schaefer, is chicken, pit pork. They all have similar meaning. You say Minok, and then they'll say Minok something, and then it's like Lichon something, then Babui something. It's like, fuck, is pig, how many names do we have for a pig? So much to do, man. I'm getting lost. I really have so much to do. I'm not a big drinker, Mr. Schaefer, mainly because I love to drink if given the opportunity. The problem is my body hates me the very next day. Even if I'm not drunk, my body swells up. I pee too much. My head hurts. My joints hurt. My fingers even swell up, like the joints. I guess I just have an issue with drinking. And I always have. It's not because I got older. It's been this way since I was a kid. Fuck, when I was 20 years old, we'd go camping. And if I drank, the next day my feet were swollen. Pee Wee Herman pouring his cereal. Pee Wee, that's my name. Don't wear it out. Okay. Okay, po. 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 Oh, po. Like, am I supposed to call everybody po? No, some people you say koya, koya, koya. Oh, po. I'm like, what the fuck? When do I use one when, I'd love to moderate. I just need to learn how. I haven't heard that word. Baboy is pig. Manok is chicken. Lichon is cooking style. Ambagel means crazy. If you ever need to use it, I don't want to use it. Somehow I'd get shot and taken to court and the brown guy would arrest me. He called me crazy. He called me crazy. I told you, I got in an argument with a guy at the top of my property when I was renting a farm, literally at the gate. And I told him, you're not entering the farm. He was a family member of the owner. I said, you're not coming here, bro. It's not your farm. Huh. It is until I'm done paying for it. I paid for it. It's mine. That landlord had crazy, crazy demands. But I said something like, fuck you, fuck this. And he goes, you fucking me off, I fucking you off also. You fucking me off, I fucking you off also. And he went that wrong guy. I said, told him, I said, fuck off. Yet he said it back to me 20 times. How about Puta Ina? Yeah, I know that one, Puta Ina. Did you get cigars yet, or are you still slacking? I'm slacking. I'm not going to lie. I'm slacking. I'm a slacker on the cigar front. You want the truth, big boss man? I was hoping somebody was going to buy me them and send me them. Speaking about buying me something, I know they said Dan is on a hiatus, but I bought all this freaking coffee beans hoping this coffee maker was coming, and the guy just disappeared on me. And I don't know, do I go buy a coffee machine of my own and then risk the chance that his will show up? But he texted me like 2 weeks ago, said, oh, they said they have it, but they couldn't deliver. I'm like, well, everything else gets delivered here and there and everything else. And nothing against Dan. I like Dan. But kind of left me in the wind here. Left me with my balls in my hand. I bought 3 bags, 1,000 pesos a piece, so $60 worth of beans up there. And bleh. The polite way of addressing someone instead of the basic po. I use Abigail as a joke, and the people here laugh that I know that word. They know me here, so I don't worry. That's the best way to have it. If they know you, it's fine. Shelby, when you talked about starting a group that gets together and smokes cigars, is the way to go. Cigar buddies are probably one of the best ways to build a camaraderie of men, a group of men. When I went through my first divorce, a guy that lived near me my whole life, who I never knew, had a cigar shop down the street from my first house. I didn't live in the house. It was a rental property. I lived with my ex-wife. So then I moved into the house after the renters were out. He was down the street at the cigar lounge. Look, I'm not friends with most of the guys now, but at the time, for many years, we sat in that place. We'd play poker. We would bullshit. We would talk. We'd go out for dinners and nights out and drinks. It was a good group of men. It was fun. And each man had his own particular contribution to the conversations, and other guys needed just a helping hand or thought or something. And it was nice. And it got me through a very wickedly tough time of my life. I'm not going to lie. It benefited me more than a therapist at $120 an hour. Looking back, the poor guy that owned it should have been charging us to enter the building, not just for the cigars. He was highly intelligent, or is highly intelligent, gives great advice. He's one of the guys, he can give you advice on everything. Does he put it into action? No, he's a perfectionist, which I was just watching somebody on perfectionism. Perfectionism, believe it or not, is actually an excuse. I didn't know that. A lot of people are perfectionists because it gives them an excuse to never actually finish anything. And he does do some great, Mr. Smith, you would love him. I should put you in touch with him. He builds guitars from scratch. Mr. Schaefer would love him. Morning, Al. I was just talking to Mr. Schaefer. Come September 1st, I would like to make you two my moderators, if that's okay with you, if you're willing to accept. Kamusta, how are you? Kamusta. See, I didn't know that. That's what I'm talking about. Them cigars. Yeah, we're going to do it. Yeah, so you can drink the scotch and bourbon. I can't do it. I can drink wine, but wine don't go good with cigars. I feel you, boss man. I feel you. I feel you. I still have. Yo, has anybody seen Hutch? I got to reach out to him. I haven't heard from him. I know he went on a camping trip or something with his son. Maybe he's still away. I'll check. Hutch tore his quadricep. Of all the muscles to fucking tear, it's the biggest muscle in your body. He tore it. My boss, you're not even, you're in the Philippines. I don't know how close you are to any major cities, though. I miss CDO, man. I loved CDO. I loved it. Sure, sir. Be honored. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Come again, sir. My God, sir. What have you done to me, sir? My God, Mateo, what are you doing to me? Hey, Matt and chat. Boo hoo. Boo hoo. This is a private chat. You have to deposit 5,000 pesos. Oh, shit. Oh, wait. I'm e-begging. Fuck. You caught me. Ay, ay, ay. I wonder if Al would be involved in that. Al's Al, another guy, has a lot of shit to offer. He does a lot of imaging stuff, which I'm going to utilize shortly. I know it sounds silly, Mr. Schaefer and Al and everybody else. What I'm going to do is transition this actual channel into doing the things I want because it's already monetized. And then take the shit that I do on this channel and just do it on another channel because if that makes sense. I can't do both on the same. I guess I could. I can do anything I want. Boo-hoo's in the house. I love a cup of great coffee with my father's cigar. Really? Okay. Then I used to smoke cigars and drink coffee, so I guess I could. You guys are talking alcohol. I just tried to make it alcohol related. I'm not a big drinker. I can't. Maybe a gin and tonic I could handle. Very, very weak gin and tonic. Matt, I've been a professional corporate designer at the highest level for many years. I know. I just got done telling these guys that. Are you familiar with Nicky Scarfo and the Philly Mob? If it's Philly related, I'm familiar. I hate when the chicken brain Filipinas and Filipinos pronounce the word opal as apple. Yeah. So it is opal. But all of them do say apple, apple. I remember we'd go to the door. Somebody, I'm trying to buy like cement or whatever when we were building a piggery, and the girlfriend was like, apple, apple. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, man? You sound kind of weird. But it's the language here. I'm right in the middle of Mindanao. I can get to anywhere within 1.5 hours by plane. A plane? I mean, you got to be close to Kittapawan then. We'll just meet you in Kittapawan. I liked Kittapawan. There's another thing. People busted my balls for liking Kittapawan. I was like, it had a higher Australian expat community than anything else. I was only there a couple days, but that's what I noticed. Most of the guys I met were Australian. I don't know if that just seems to be the place they go or just the ones I met. The one I met, I mean, he had a 1-bedroom apartment, no bullshit, and 3 girlfriends living with him, like legit girlfriends. They were not like temporary girlfriends. They were legit girlfriends, and they all coexisted with one another. Are you familiar with the greenhouse in Margate, New Jersey? I am not. I know what a greenhouse is, and I know what Margate is. I don't know what you mean. Is it a restaurant or something? Or is that the place that's on the beach, on the riverfront there? It's a restaurant, hotel, restaurant. Is that what we're talking about? I do know what you're talking about. If that's it. If it's not it, then I don't know what you're talking about. I remember being in Margate, and on the beachfront there was a restaurant, or not the beachfront, but close to the beach. There was a restaurant hotel that had a giant greenhouse-looking building. If we're talking about the same thing, Al, I have no idea. You can enlighten me. And why is this guy Nathaniel asking about Nicky Scarfo? I'll tell you, the best guy to talk about when it comes to the Philly mob is Merlino. I mean, there's a guy that born and raised into the family and decided to go legit. He went legit, and they're still busting his balls for being legit. But there's a guy that was involved in shootings and everything else and problems his whole entire youth, decides to go legit and straight, and they give him more of a hard time. I'm talking about the government and FBI. They give him more of a hard time being legit than when he was trouble. It's a mob bar on the beach and in the biggest mob hangouts in Jersey Shore. The apartment next door, a 3-story apartment. Every window was filled with obvious cameras looking at the bar. I'm not familiar with that. I'm not big into the mob. I mean, you guys made that assumption, not me. I love when people make the comments, oh, this guy's either from Jersey or New York. Wrong. The other one of the tri-county. I mean, states. The other one, nobody says Philly. They all say New York or New Jersey. And then they all say, oh, he's Italian. There's not an ounce of Italian blood in my body, bro. FBI stands for Female Body Inspector. Speaking of female body inspectors, yo, I got to share this, man. Where was I? Oh, the airport here, my airport, Cataclan, they have these women, after you go through the metal detectors, the women that work there, the one woman, I fell in love with her. She was at least 5'10", built like a brick shit house, and ass like a fat white apple. Oh man, I was obsessed with her, but that was her job, patting people, the females down, because you have the female and the male metal detectors. And because I had an 8-hour delay, I think she got a little worried because I literally stayed her whole shift and watched her the whole 8 hours. I mean, every time she stood up, and it was funny because Louis, I don't know if the girls that work there are lesbians or if that's just the way girls act nowadays, but each woman that worked there was built the same. They were like little miniature bodybuilders, and they all would smack each other's ass and grab it like that. It was cool. I mean, good thing I wasn't on a lot of testosterone. I would have, American blogger gets arrested at the airport for jacking his meat while watching the girls work. Oh, I forgot to turn the aircon on when it's getting hot in here. I usually turn it off for 2 hours when I wake up. And Al and Louis, I'm sure Louis will be part of the men's group. Louis is much more intelligent than he pretends to be, by the way. Louis, what do you do for a living? And where do you reside? But I think the idea of doing the live streams and letting people in the room, like each man comes in the room, once he has to say what he has to say or wants to say, bounce, let somebody else in. I don't want to have more than a couple people in the room at the same time, but it's available to us. Why not utilize it? Who knows? You might become famous. Who knows? The FBI might see your face and suddenly you're getting arrested next month. Who knows? Louis, when I was living in Zamangua City, the women will poke each other's butts with their religion of peace outfits. Oh, I think it's the outfits they wear, Mr. Al. You ever notice the security guards at the malls and the airports, the females we're talking about now, they just wear these pants that just wrap around their asses. And they look strong. Everyone, you know what they remind me of is mailmen back in the 80s in the U.S. I do network support for T-Mobile. Oh, my God, T-Mobile. What's up, Louis? Can I get some free international minutes? If I get a T-Mobile SIM card, can you start sending me some information for free minutes? Like, network support. Mateo gets free credits this month. I love you a long time, Louis, huh? I make you happy? T-Mobile. I agree. Those female security guards are pretty hot. Amen. I think we're all pretty much agreeing to that one. They are hot. I'm starting to like black coffee better when it's cold. It's god awful, but for some reason I like it better. And then we're talking instant coffee. We're not talking good coffee, instant coffee. Did you know, I researched this the other day because I bought the beans and Dan never sent that coffee maker or something. How can I utilize these beans? And I'm thinking, well, cowboys used to do it. It's actually called cowboy coffee. And what they do is they grind the coffee and let it settle because the bottom will have the beans. Because, the real beans still are oily. They have to dry the ones that they make instant coffee out of. So how do I do this? And it's got a legit name from back in the cowboy days. It's cowboy coffee. And that's why when they drank the coffee, coffee when it's cold is less acidic. Oh, maybe that's what it was. Matt, I think it's all the squatting they do. They make them have nice butt shapes. I mean, they're not small Filipina asses. They're big Filipina asses, but they are nice shape, man. And they look strong as hell. Mrs. Security Guard, please open just one button on that hot outfit and show me a nipple. My God, Al, I can't believe you're talking like that. You're so disrespectful. Some of them female security guards can frisk my sack anytime. Hopefully, I don't have any Famunda cheese. Famunda. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Oh. Somebody text me named Marty. Somebody just sent me $20 named Marty and texted me. Who's Marty? Who's in the room called Marty? Sick grandpa's in the room. We are privileged. Why don't you go home and get a job? Why do I need to? I make more money than you, sick grandpa. My God, why would I go home? I love you so much. What's wrong, sick grandpa? You gonna bitch slap me when we meet one day? I just have to go like this, and you'll miss because you're too fat to move. Hello, sick grandpa. Thanks for joining the live stream. It's nice to see you. Everybody, go over to this guy, sick grandpa. He has a not so good YouTube page, but go over, subscribe, watch a couple of his videos. You don't need the money, so you don't have to watch too long. But it's nice to see him here. I'm so privileged to have sick grandpa in the house. Man, it's usually Ace Bastard Cool. Now I got sick grandpa. I wish we all could get together and do a live stream, but sick grandpa would have a heart attack doing anything this long, and fucking Ace doesn't do lives. Yeah, Shelby. He made a lot of half stories. Speaking facts in a room every day overseas with no cash. And away we go. Sick grandpa in the house, and away we go. Sick grandpa speaking facts in a room every day overseas with no cash. This fool ABC was talking about you that you use. It's not family money. I don't need to. My money's my money, motherfuckers. I can use it any way I freaking feel that I want to. I am not homeless. An actual homeless guy calling me homeless. That's the funny part. I mean, he was on Section 8 housing. Let's think about that. Pot calling the kettle black. What an idiot. How does he know where you got your money? He doesn't. I mentioned in a video because my brother's in the States. He managed the portfolio. That's all I managed. And then I told him at one point when I realized the farm was a shit show. I told him, look, just only allow this much money to go into my bank account each month. I don't want to have more because I'm just going to keep trying to make this place work, and it's not worth it. So fuck him. Sick grandpa, welcome. Oh my God, 1,000 joules. Thank you, Greasy Guido. What the fuck are these jewels? I don't know. You bought them or you put them in the live stream. Sick grandpa, what an honor. Yes, we are so honored. First live stream I've caught. I listen to you when I drive around like you're a podcast now. Get ready, bitches, because the podcast is next. Don't let sick grandpa get upset about that. Am I allowed to have a podcast, sick grandpa? Because I'm having one. That's right. I said it. There's nothing fucking wrong with family money. People need to get it. Get the fuck over it. That's the strength of family as they make strong family members, especially. Look, my father passed away shortly, a few years before I came here. He put a small trust together. That has nothing to do with my money here. In fact, I don't get a vast majority of that because I am here. ABC makes up what he professes to know about Matt. Yeah, I think one time he said, I don't have children. I do indeed have a child. But Matt, and then he said I was from Kensington. It's called Kensington. I am not from Kensington. It's just a part of Philadelphia. ABC makes up whatever. Sitting in a fan room broke. Well, it's a little nicer than the one you were in the other day there, fat boy. Fat boy, I believe the room you in had twinkly lights in it. And that's not the first time. So therefore, we know that's actually your place that you reside, huh? Cheap bastard. Yeah? Come on, fat boy. Say something new. Come on, fatty. I believe 6 months ago you said I want to be on YouTube. I now have more subscribers than you. Come on. Throw a punch, big boy. Say what you got to say, fatty. Mr. Chicklet Tooth. Man, sick grandpa and Ace sweating it. Matt's coming for us. They're sweating it. You got to be a special kind of jack off to knock up a bar girl. Yeah, not one, but two, which is ironic because both the girls he got pregnant have multiple children with other multiple men. Talk about a winner. E-begging loser. E-begging made me much more money than you'll ever make, fat boy. Come on, Freddie. Come on, Freddie. Christ. Mr. Chick, you should be begging to get those teeth fixed. My God. Get that herpes around your anus cleaned up from that last lady boy, huh? Come on, Freddie, give us something new. Something new to enjoy, Freddie. Mr. Chicklets. Fan room, yes. Don't have the player. Don't hate. You meant to write hate the player, hate the game. Yeah, it's their game. I'm just dominating it. Fuck them. Sick Grandpa Matt has more followers than you, and he's growing. Oh, my God. Somebody else said it. I didn't even have to say it. Fatty boy, did you see that, Fatty? Sick Grandpa, did you see that? You take your antibiotics today? Boo-hoo. That's Ricky's love nest. Is Apple the Ricky? Matt living in these guys' head rent-free. Yeah, that's right. Times have changed, huh? Louis, do you remember 3-4 months ago that everybody said they were living in my head? I guess we exchanged rental agreements, huh? Things have changed, huh? AC boy's broke. Sick grandpa's health is really deteriorating. I give Gramps creds for showing up here. More respect now. Wow. He's giving you credit, Fatty. He's not giving you teeth filler, though. Nobody's sending you any veneers. Chicklet mouth. Chicklet mouth needs some veneers. I'm out of coffee. Jim Schaefer, where do these guys get the e-begging thing? Dude, it was 2 months, and they're the ones that taught me it. I didn't know what e-begging. I didn't know what buy me a coffee was. I don't even have buy me a coffee anymore. Jim, it bothers them. It's very evident. It bothered them. Somebody bought a laptop. Somebody paid for me to go to Dumageddon. Somebody paid for me to go to Angelo City and Hong Kong. And it bothers them. People send me books. It's bothering them. I don't know why. Ace gets free food everywhere he goes. Did I say baby food or food? You haven't e-begged for months, and then only when you needed help. That's why I helped. I want to give a dime to GP. Oh, my God. That's not nice, Mr. Schaefer. You should always help. He needs help. I don't think Grandpa needs help. Not financially, maybe mentally. The mental sick Grandpa. Maybe Ace should do a video on that since he likes the word mental. What people do for you, no one would ever do that for ABC or Grandpa. Listen, I am not bragging, and I don't know those guys, but you can't go around the whole world telling everybody how rich and successful you are after being a loser back home, and then ever expect anybody to help you. AC Boy put, I think, 2 or 3 ads up on Facebook asking for help to help his kid when it was in Manila getting heart surgery or whatever had done. I'm thinking to myself, you just did a video the other day specifically saying that the U.S. government's paying the bill. But he was asking for money. Then his girlfriend was asking another guy from Australia for money to help. She was slobbing his knob previously, and now she's asking the previous knob slobber for money to help with the baby that she had with somebody else. Talk about losers, man. Oh, Billy, you're going to start a fire. GP is goofier than a 2-peckered billy goat. My God. Billy Bones, you just started trouble, man. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. That's it, man. Sick Grandpa's going to lose his cool. I'd like to see Sick Grandpa and Ace together. I know they were in the mall when I first started doing YouTube 9 months ago or 8 months ago, but Billy Bones, if somebody else does that, do it. No, I'm just joking, but you're going to really start blasting these guys' buttholes. And poor sick grandpa can't have his butthole messed with. It's got a lot of herpes on it. Matt, we got to get Happy Harry, a good girl. There, I know a couple. No, let him do him, bro. Let him do him. Happy Harry's on his own. I was just glad he shared the story. Look, when he told me the story, I didn't think anything of it until he got home. Then when he said that, I was like, oh, you know what, dude? I even asked him. Because I was going to do the video with or without his approval. I was just going to change information. But he's like, I don't care. I said, would you come on to a live? He goes, I don't know, but I don't care. I'm like, okay, Happy. Don't make fun of sick grandpa. He's a disabled vet and depends on a GPA PAP machine to get a decent night's rest. Sarcasm. Hector had to add the sarcasm. This room is full of sarcasticness. Take a loser to recognize a loser. Oh my God, are you calling me a loser? Takes a loser to recognize a loser. I think he's talking to you or me, sick grandpa. I'm not sure. I feel bad for him now. Don't feel bad for him. He had a good time of his life. He's still happy. He hasn't said one negative thing. Mad Matt and Asia Jim are the two biggest losers in the Asian YouTube community. Imagine that. I didn't know this was a community. Isn't community when we're all living together? We're not living together. I hate you, fatty. I don't like you. That's not community. Goddamn fatness. Christ. Herpes, hemorrhoids, and hair dye. Good. Yeah, I think we're talking about you there, Poppy. Sick grandpa, I think they're talking about you. Herpes, hemorrhoids, and hair dye. That's why his hair is falling out. He colors it. And then they send guys over to my thing. You color your hair, Matt. No, this is not color. There's more gray than you can imagine right there. You just don't see it for some reason. We need to get a celebrity expat vlog boxing event going. No, Greasy Guido, you need to do that. I'm not boxing anybody. You want to have a street fight? I'll do that. I'm not boxing. I'm not having rules to a fight, bro. That's not fighting when you have rules. You want to do a straight up street fight? I'll take Fatty and Ace at the same time. It's going to take Ace 15 minutes to realize what he's doing. We need to blah, blah, blah. Jim Schaefer, no, sir. Mad Matt is rolling hot. Rolling hot. Look out, sick grandpa. Where you at? You're in the dust. Can I make a prediction here right now? You guys gonna think I'm cocky, but do you want me to make a prediction? I predict, and this is barring legit subscribers, I predict that I'll have 20,000 subscribers before AC does. No, sir. Mad Matt is rolling hot. Just a prediction. Good evening, my fellow bitches. What's up, new CDL? Good morning, you bitch. You my bitch boy? Bitch boy, huh? Oh, Grease Guido, I thought you were going to create some problems for me sending that $10. I thought sick grandpa was going to have a heart attack. Greasy Guido, whenever I look at your photograph, there's a place in Media. Is that where I used to go? Media? No, Newtown Square, Pennsylvania. Newtown Square. There's a hoagie shop right on the main highway. I think it's Route 30 it's called. My God, they used to make the best sandwiches. I can't remember the name of the damn place. That's what pisses me off. I could probably Google it. Billy Bones, this YouTube shit has taught me one thing. Stay away from other expats in the Philippines. They're like girls gossip group. They jealous of Matt like high school. Billy Bones, I told you, brother. You know, what was the name of the channel? Is it today or yesterday? These guys are man children. They are man children. And the worst part is they don't know how to step away from it. They can't step away from it. I'm telling you, coming to the Philippines, and anybody here knows this, if you have expat friends, it's difficult because you don't know which one's the baby. You don't know who to depend on. You know who you can really trust. I'm having a trouble with a friend of mine right now. He's not here yet, but he's coming here. I said, dude, less is more with expats. Don't volunteer information if you don't need to. Do not do it. And I'm not telling you this because I'm a genius. I'm telling you this because I've already been fucked 1,000 times. I've learned. I don't tell people this because I'm the smartest guy in the world. I tell this to people because I've already got my ass beat several times with this shit. Insults don't affect sick grandpa. He has skin like a rhino. He looks like a rhino. My God, sick grandpa, you calling me a loser? That's not nice, sick grandpa. I feel so bad. You know, I can fuck you like lady boy. I can put lipstick on. You be my boyfriend, huh? But teenage, yes. And this isn't just the YouTube community. It's the vast majority of foreigners here. They don't know how to have intellectual conversation. Now, listen, if I'm friends with a guy or know a guy across the street that's just totally into a certain genre of stuff that I'm not, or hobbies and likes, well, of course, I'm not going to jive very well with him. We have nothing in common other than where we're from. But I think that's the problem. Every expat here thinks, listen, back at home, how many true friends do you have? I have just less than a handful. That includes a brother and a cousin. So, you know, if you're coming to this country, there's a very little bit of us and we're so spread apart. It doesn't mean we're all going to be friends. We can't be. Matt, people like sick grandpa can't understand people like us who throw snowballs at Santas at Eagles games. Oh, I wish he would dress up like Santa. He doesn't have too far to go. Brent and Cebu, thank you, sir. Sick grandpa was just grandpa before he hooked up with lady boys. Oh my God, Brent and Cebu being mean and nasty. Thank you for the $4.99, sir. You're just going to upset sick grandpa, though. Brent, I've never seen you in here before. And I'm assuming you have a YouTube channel, correct? Based on the name? I could be wrong. I'm always wrong. I make a living at being wrong. Flintstones meet the Flintstones. Have a yabba dabba do time. Do time. Wilma grew a penis. Oh, I think I'm getting heartburn. Oi. It's on this side of the chest. That's how I know it's heartburn. Oh, yeah. Grandpa and ABC are supposed to be good friends. Do you suppose they role play as lady boys? What's that called when you dress up like furry animals? I forget the name. Could be. I don't know. Mr. Schaefer, they're not my friends, so I don't know where they're at. I was always hoping to be friends with sick grandpa. I honestly thought Ace was going to say hi to me when I was in the Philippines, but somebody told me, he was changing a diaper and something pissed on his face. I'm not sure what happened, really. I think Ace and Grandpa were good friends, but then Ace had a baby, and, you can't let Grandpa in a room with a baby for obvious reasons, right? The Ronin. Hey, I'm going to meet up a 34-year-old lady, and I'm turning 50. Is this such a big age gap? I want to know your opinion about this. Never dated someone this big of an age gap. It's only 15 years, bro. Love your channel. Well, I mean, listen, I don't even think that's a big age gap back at home. If you're just basing the question on age gap only, I don't think it's a big deal. But I got to say something. You're not going to like my answer, but I'm going to just say it. You clearly have an issue with it. So you might want to get over that before you come here, because she's going to feel that. And these girls do not like weak men. I mean, granted, they'll take plenty of your time at them, but that's a turnoff for a woman. So don't, and I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you the age gap is not a significant one. Christ, that was the age gap difference between me and my second wife. And many friends I have, 15, 16 years. But dude, I got to tell you, you clearly have reservations about it. So you might want to get over that. And know going in, since you've said you're meeting up, you must be talking to her. She has other issues, not issues, but she's 34, dude. She's a millennial. You are not. So be prepared for that. Got bad news. Eagles fans, Cowboys defense looking good this year. Yeah. Something always looks good on the Cowboys until they play. Nonsense. Ricky Boy was drugged. He is straight as an arrow and an honorable retired service member. Well, if that's true, I don't know. He was doing a video and he's drugged. Nobody said he was drugged until afterwards. You know, nobody doing that video when he made it said, "Oh, I think Ricky's drugged." Nobody. It was only after she blew her load on his face that he decided that he was drugged. Prior to the load splatting on his face, he was not drugged. Brett and Sue, long time watcher. I did a super chat a couple days ago. I don't have a channel. Okay. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate the super chat. I appreciate the contribution here, and thanks for being a watcher. I appreciate you. You were a sick grandpa fan before. What happened? I just want a girl to love me long time. Oh my God, well, just give her 7,000 pesos and she may do that. Deposit 7,000 pesos. I will show you the best love you ever have. I promise. You will be so happy. Happy, happy, happy. You finish inside me, huh? Steve, I think you were referring to fairies. They might be called fairies, Steve. I don't know what they're called. You know, you go to these clubs and you dress up like fairy animals and everybody, you know, they're kind of humping each other and doing their thing. I don't know. I think I actually saw that on an NYPD series. Shelby Smith, I go by the philosophy of if you cannot say anything nice about someone, do not say anything at all. Oh my God, Shelby, I'm so sorry. I love you. My God. The Ronin twin. My dad was 14 years older than my mom, and I'm an American. Yeah, it's no big deal. That seems to be an issue for him, and I'm not judging him. It's just you do have to get over that before you come here. He didn't look like a bad-looking dude either. So, you know, don't sweat it. Where is he? There he is. I can't tell. I can't tell if he's I went to school with some kids named Ronan. Dude, enjoy yourself. Don't overthink it. That's the last thing you want to do is overthink anything here. If it feels unsafe, get out. If you're skeptical about something, get out. But as far as age gap, that's not a big deal. That's not a big deal. So cool. I don't know what you mean, John. I watched it live. He was 100% drugged. I can't lie. I don't care if he was drugged or not drugged. I've been drugged in my lifetime. I still went home with females. Drugged or not drugged, he swallowed the gobber. Matt, you are pulling views away from them, period. Now they are using you to build their they have been doing that. Ace especially is using my name to pull traffic. And guess what? He's getting more views than he ever had using my name. And I keep saying to myself, do I use his name to pull views? Or I don't like playing that game. It doesn't feel authentic to me. I could do it, but then I look like a bigger loser than them. Matt, I think we're going to start calling you Rocky. Hey, Rocky Balboa. Thanks, Al. I'll call you Paulie. Yeah, it's fairies. Ricky went home alone. Look at Boohoo. Boohoo, how do you know? Are you his butthole? Matt, just told you guys the key. Filipino women hate weak men, period. Yeah, nobody likes to listen to me. Don't promise them something you're not going to give them because you'll never live it down. Better to just walk away if you don't plan on giving it to them. And do not be weak. I mean, these women are what you want them to be. You want them to be feminine. You want them to be kind and loving and all that stuff. But guess what? You show a simple sign of weakness, they're probably not going to have that pootie will be wet and they'll still give it out to you, but it's not going to want you as much as it used to. But that's the main reason most men are losing women in America. They want to blame the women. It's the women's response to the weak ass men. And that's the reality. Men have become very, very weak. In fact, almost feminine-like, both here and in America. My wife and I are 25 years apart. Never, ever been a problem in any way. I'm 74 and she's 49. Jim, I don't know if it's a problem or not, but she is texting me an awful lot lately, bro. So I'm just letting you know. Yeah, cosplay. That's it. That's what they call it. That's the word I was looking for, Australian. How's the gardens going? Do you ride the scooters there or is it kind of risky? I have my own tuk-tuk, so I don't ride the scooters. I took sick grandpa to processing and had him trespass from Mirage Casino in Vegas for ticket in, ticket out. Theft in Las Vegas. He was a bum. I'm not really knowing what you're saying there, intuitive. I took sick grandpa to processing and had him trespass from Mirage Casino in Vegas for ticket and ticket. I'll agree with he's a bum. The rest of it I don't really understand. The Ronin, the reason I love your channel is that you are straight to the point, bad or good, unlike the other channels that are full of bullshit. Thanks for the advice. I'm not really giving you advice. I am going to recommend that you not let her know that you think it's a problem, and hopefully you overcome it. I think once you meet her, you'll overcome it. You'll realize that being with a girl here at that age is no big deal. And thanks for the compliment. I'm glad you enjoyed the channel, and good luck with your meetup. When do you meet her? When are you coming? Sick grandpa made a video in Thailand. He was French kissing a lady boy. How can anyone forget this? I didn't forget it. I can put the video up right now if you'd like. Paulie, oh, I'll set it for Jack Ryan. Too late there, Al. You're 50 pounds of muscle and 30 years too late for Jack Ryan. Thank you for your attention to this matter. You're the AI guy. You can make yourself Jack Ryan if you want to be. Intuitive, it was a live stream. Yeah, the original thing was a live stream. The video, though, is still around. I could believe how many comments ABC had when he did his stupid Asian gym parody. The comments exploded, and most seemed to like it. I thought it was really childish. I bet he had an orgasm. I'm private security from Las Vegas. He was a thief in casino. Oh, I believe that. I believe that hands down 100%. But I'm not one to start rumors. I'm not the rumor guy. Experiences, opinions, and facts. But I'm not going to start a rumor. I'm not saying I don't believe it. Just saying I'm not involved in it. Mr. Kevin, hello. Sir, I was just going to tell you, man, the other day you posted that you're 69 years old. You know, you look really good for 69 years old. Unless that photo is 20 years ago. You look good, bro. Good for you. And by the way, I put a request in that I can come live with you. I'll build my own little shelter somewhere, lean to. I come live with you, Kevin, huh? Jimmy Schaefer, furries are a subset of cosplay. Furries is animals and cosplay is general as dressing up like comic and Star Wars. Yes. All correct. You guys mind if I go make a coffee? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, huh? Hey, puppy. Yes, Daddy. Daddy, I love you so much, Daddy, huh? Daddy. Oh, my God, Daddy. Yes, baby. Daddy. Fuck, my leg hurts. What time is it? I just want to check something. Hold on. Give me a moment, please. Sick grandpa got booted out of the room. Fucking, these guys are driving me wildly crazy. Oh, I lost a subscriber. I wanted 5,200, but I lost one. Okay. Sorry. I lost. My wife mentioned that you texted her. You really made her day, Matt. She's waiting for the 5,000. Sorry, I don't pay anymore. Unless somebody here is paying for it, I'm not paying for it. Photo 1 year ago, mountainous fresh air keeps you young. Bring me, Kevin. I'll stay out of your hair. Hey, Matt, check out your chat GPT. Anyone who has an income stream of 65K a year is out of 6 categories of E. 65K a year is out of 6 categories of, I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying. Great live stream, idiot. Thank you, sick grandpa. I learned it from you, Daddy. You my hero, Daddy. You know, what's that song, Mr. Schaefer? We'll get together then. Sorry, Pop. I passed you, Poppy. You're in the rear view mirror. Done with you, sick grandpa. Joe, they hating on a pimp. Ricky, we need a live stream. Go on today. You're loved. Don't listen to all these losers living in fan rooms. Yeah. As Mr. Ricky Grandpa sitting in his fan room, and yet you were watching it, sick grandpa. That's what he said. It's a good. He said he likes it. It's a good live stream. Let's be honest. These guys also need to realize when you get with a Filipina, you are a whole family, not just them. It's a cultural thing. Set limits, but don't be a cheap ass either. Fuck that. Don't tell me not to be a cheap ass. Sick grandpa changed his name to Dickie Drama after the Ladyboy incident. Dickie Drama. Sick grandpa love Ladyboy juice. Yes, he does. Intuitive Sean. Matt, check who makes 65 a year is the top 2 to 5% of wealth in the Philippines. There are 6 categories. 65K a year puts you in top position considered wealthy. Intuitive, I think you're very misled. There's people here that make between 65 and 150,000 a month. Pesos, not dollars. Harry Chapman. Sick grandpa gave your live stream a thumbs up. Me and Jessica watch him. He is entertaining. Hit the like button, you lazy fucks. I don't need it. I told you, boss man, I don't need it. I'm not here for likes. I don't care if you like it, thumb down it. It's all the same. That's the problem nobody understands. You make a comment, good, bad, or different, it benefits me all the same. Thumbs up, thumbs down, all the same. You watch a video, then tell me you hated it, still the same. Don't matter to me. I'm not like these other clowns. I am getting a little frustrated with all this information I'm getting now. Can I make a suggestion? If that's your final decision, please don't respond to him anymore. I don't need the drama. Just let it go. Be done with it. You two clearly do not see eye to eye. Be done with it. I don't want to discuss it anymore. I don't need the headaches. $65K puts an American. You said Filipino. Big difference between an American and a Filipino. 2 to 5% of wealthy people. Who gives a fuck? You're comparing apples to oranges. Are you comparing your US dollars to the Philippines? Who gives a fuck? I see what you're saying, but who cares? I mean, are you bragging about being the top 2% in the Philippines? You're an American and you're comparing yourself to the Filipinos? I mean, congratulations to you. What does that 65 put you in America? Average, at best, average. Below average, technically. So, I mean, if you want to come here just for the sake of being in the top 2 to 5% of Filipinos, have at it. Intuitive, I know what you're saying. I just don't understand what the point of it is. Does that make you feel better? It's like a college football team saying we're going to go play the middle school football team this week because we can beat them and we'll be in the top 10% of the middle schoolers. If that's what your achieving little ass wants, go for it. Who cares? You're also bigger than physically. You're also fatter than them physically. You also have a bigger knob than them considerably. Who cares? You're comparing apples to oranges. The likes push your channel out to others to see, though. Yeah, well, it is what it is, bro. I told you I'm not begging. If I ask for anything, a thumbs up or a like or a comment, I'm a beggar. Man, what are they going to do when I start selling merch? Helps the algorithm. You know what else helps the algorithm? Honestly, you know what else helps the algorithm? If I just don't do any live streams for 2 weeks. And then suddenly you guys I got 100 guys in the room. That's the truth. Fan room and e-begging. That's all I got, said Grandpa. That's all I got. I'm a brokey. A brokey in my fan room. What can I do? I can't even go home to get a job. I'm so broke. Said Grandpa, if I remember correctly, I actually donated money to one of your live streams once, huh? Tell people that. 4 months ago, do you remember? I donated money in your fan room when you were all upset about another vlogger. I believe you were talking about little Joey at the time. I think I'm doing the Happy Harry 6-month thing next time. Not ready, let go of my house yet. That's a good idea, Bones. He's planning on doing, I think he said in 2 or 3 years, he's going to do, the snowbird thing. 6 months here, 6 months at home, and keep his place at home. If I was to ever do it again, 6 months would be the max. I'd come here for 6 max. I think 3 would be enough unless I met somebody I actually enjoy hanging out with. No, that's not what I mean. I think men need to realize their worth. If a woman can't respect you as you and she's not smart enough to respect the money you bring, then bounce. Well, I agree with you on that one, Intuitive, 100%. And it's not just about the money, but you're making it about money, and that's fine. Money's part of it. I don't think whether I have money or don't have money, if a woman don't respect me and don't appreciate me, she can fuck off, period. I mean, I have an ex. She's still asking me for money from 6 months ago because we broke up, and she still thinks she's entitled. You can ask all you want, sweetheart. Ask whoever you want. Ask all you want. I will not be involved with anybody that disrespects me here. Now, like people like Sick Grandpa, this is fun and banter for me. But as far as somebody disrespecting me in a relationship, fuck off. Here's that turd I just put in a basket. Suck it. Boo Boo is correct. Even if I hate your shit that day because you're being a bitch, I'll thumb it up because everyone has a bad day. Just have fun. Just have fun. Is this Happy Harry? Oh my God, here's another attempt to swing the conversation to money. Get the fuck over the money thing. Oh, dude, the guys that only have money, that's what they do. It's like guys that only have physical bodies. Al, it's no different than the guys with muscles. You ever see there's guys that make YouTube videos? That's all their channel's about. If you ask the guy what he thinks about something else, he can't initiate a conversation. And I appreciate a guy that's physically fit. I respect a man that has higher income than most. But that's not all there is. The fact that they walk into a conversation like this and think it's all about money, it shows how ignorant they are. I mean, could you imagine walking into any place in the world and because you have no personality, because you have nothing to offer, you just have this? Hi, guys. I'm worth money. I have money. I can't have a conversation with you. I have no idea what's going on around me, but I have money. Or it's the same with I lift things up, I put things down. Like, have a little more to you, man. Have a little more. Who gives a fuck what anyone thinks? Do what you like. I want a t-shirt. Oh, you're getting a t-shirt. What size are you, by the way? Because I have to find out what size I have to make. I make here we go. I hear it and I feel broke. Not bragging. Oh, how are you bragging if you feel broke? I told you before, you can make $100K in the U.S. That ain't shit nowadays. But you really can't compare the Philippines to the U.S. when it comes to incomes. No, you can't. So why are you? I mean, I don't understand you, Ronan. First, you're bitching about an age difference. Now you're talking about your $100K. Sounds like to me you have a lot of building to do within yourself, bro. I'm just telling you the truth. It's You say, I make 100K a year. I love how everybody says 100K. You don't make 105. You don't make 98. You only make 100. Anyway, you make 100K. Not bragging because I feel broke. You have some brokenness inside you, bro. It's not money. It's not age gaps. It's you. You're insecure. You're insecure, my friend. You and little Joey are twins. Okay. Thank you. For sure, it's multidimensional. Think of the trike driver that slays pussy. Absolutely. Ace and I are going to come visit your fan room. One at a time, and please deposit 5,000 pesos per person. I make you happy, okay? Guarantee. I take my teeth out. I make you happy, Grandpa. You know what, Grandpa? I got to be honest with you. If I'm going to have to do you, you're going to have to find, you're either going to have to lay on your back or upside down because that big gut of yours is going to get in the way. And I'm not letting you blow me with those raggedy teeth of yours. Delusional men, all these guys' wife's world, be married to a 500-pound man if he would come home alone first. You're not special. You just have money. You know your place with women in the U.S. Look, we're all kind of agreeing to disagree, and it's kind of weird. Women are the fucking problem. The other part of that problem are women made women the problem. Men made women the problem. I mean, men did this. Whether it's in the U.S., I don't give a fuck if it's in Afghanistan. I don't care if it's in the Philippines. Men have ruined women. Why? Because we gave them rights for starters. We allowed them to think they were worth anything more than a twat and a dinner. And I'm not being rude. They can be other things, but then we let them dictate to us what we shouldn't be. And we've allowed this. And then you come here and you wave this around and suddenly you think you're a man. No, you're just a dude with a peso. So, we can argue what came first, the chicken or egg. The bottom line is men have given up their manhood. And then come in here now thinking there's something better. No, you still gave up your manhood. You're just in a different location now. And these women can't stand a weak man, and they can sniff it out a mile away. Will they still blow on you? Will they still fuck you? Will they still live with you? Absolutely. You have something that they want. I'll say it 1,000,000 times. But do they respect you? No, you're a weak man. You came here weak. You're still weak. I don't care where you take a weak man, physically weak. If you take a physically weak man, whatever gym he goes to, I don't care if it's a fucking kindergarten gym, he's still a weak man. You take a man that makes money, the only thing in the world, that's all he is. He's one-dimensional. Same with the gym rat. 3 times American, not 3 times little dick. Yeah. I could buy 5Xs here and they still don't fit me. The humble, smart ones with money don't show it or flaunt it. They don't even talk about it. The fact that these guys talk about money so much generally means they don't have it. Look at Ace. Ace's every video before he started making them all about me was about money. One thing he doesn't have now. He don't have money. Why do you think he's doing all the videos suddenly? Money conversations in chat rooms make me want to throw up. Last night's pussy juice. Did it? Dude, just get over it. If you have a lot of money, great. If you broke, even better. Are you a man? No. That's it. Too many fucking simps. You don't even know what the word simps means. Matt, great book, Rational Male by Rollo Thomas. Yeah, I know. Everybody told me about it. I do have it on my list. It's an evolutionary psychological book on female nature. It tracks how women act from 18 to 50. Intuitive. The problem with what you're suggesting is, and I'm all about books and I'm all about understanding those things. Why don't you learn about yourself? Honestly, in any book written about women that's more than 50 years old, I don't know how old the book is, but the evolution of women has changed, just like the decline of masculinity has changed. I mean, you guys, the vast majority of men are super weak. And then they come here and think it's going to change. No, your weakness is being exposed by acting like 15-year-olds, giving women a chance, not having boundaries, expecting the almighty peso to be more important than who you are as a human being. It's not going to change, bro. You're just being a weakened, broken human being here instead of back at home. And because you're getting something for it, i.e. pussy, you think you're now valuable. You're not. You're just getting something of lesser value here. Men bribe women to be them. Only difference is the price is cheaper in Philippines. We don't exactly. That's what I'm trying to say to you. If back at home the price of a 1980 Chevy Chevette is $6,000, but then you come here and you can get that same Chevy Chevette for $400. That's all you're doing. Billy Bones, Jewish women in their 50s and 60s are still turning into angry cat ladies. The men get sick of their shit. They're angry because men aren't men, Billy. Men aren't men. Do you know many men that go up on the roof and fix it, repair it? Do you know many men that change oil in the car? Do you know many men that do any of the things they're supposed to do? No, they hire it all out. And they do it thinking that they're rich. No, you're doing it because you're a lazy, weak man. When do men go out with men in the U.S.? They don't. The only time men want to go out with other men in the U.S. is if they're single. Well, that shouldn't be the only time you go out with other men. Men should be with men all the time. But now you have men working in offices that's predominantly women. So you're in an office all day with women, behaving like women. There's nothing wrong with being a woman. The problem is men are no longer men. Filipino are much more comparing to, yes, it's the truth. Morning, Zach. I already have. Now, I agree. The big boss. Listen up, humpheads. The truth. Every single woman here that wants a foreigner wants money. Amen. She don't care how successful you were. She don't care about your family dynamics. She don't care how tall you are. She don't care how short or fat you are. She don't care about any of it. She only wants that. And more than likely, there's already somebody else in that photo or going back home to, you know, her cousin, her brother, her nephews, or her neighbor. She's not into you, bro. She'll say all the right things, and good for her. She's doing what surviving people have to do. You, on the other hand, are fooling only yourself. Your mission here is to vet enough to find the legit ones and avoid the wallet lifters, if that's your deal. The internet really screwed up the women there. Now they just selling their naked pics. Well, let's be honest, dude. Think about it for an example, Rob. I'm going to look. You take what Boss Man just said. Now, if a woman can go on her phone and make the same amount of money without giving her your pussy, so she don't have to be on your naked, fat, old, sloppy, sweaty, stinky American ass or any other, why would she not do it? She can make her money doing this without having to actually physically touch you. Would you not do the same thing? If you could take your job and do it from here without going into work and getting dressed or doing anything else, would you not do it? Equal salary, equal things. Now she gets to be with the man she wants to be with, live the way she wants to live, and still get this without having to sleep with you, live with you, adhere to your rules and all that other shit. She's the smart one. You're the dumb one. Not you specifically, but the men doing it. And a lot of the young men are sending money this way right now. A lot. I've seen bar girls in the local areas here in the provinces. They're on their phones 24/7 talking to these guys because they're just sending money for nothing. We all pay. The important thing is to make sure you get your money's worth. Parachute when we're here. We spoke for 5 years. She refused my money. Plus, I'm in charge without being a prick. Okay. You're right. My ex calls me all the time to fix her shit. See? And that's what they like. Now, if you went and fixed her shit and didn't give her a bunch of shit by fixing her shit, she'd probably start to respect you a little bit. Not that you care. Maybe you don't. But at least she'd respect you. And you clearly do care because you're still going back and fixing her shit. So let it be what it is. Filipino get it for free, while the weak American man gets married and buys land and the chicken brain Filipina. Amen, Louis. Louis preaching facts right now. Men today have to work 10 times harder than their grandfathers to find a woman half as good as their grandmothers. The problem is you guys think it's about that. The society has changed, bro. It's not 1920 anymore. Do you really want to live in 1920? If you want to live in 1920, I'm sure there's little places in America you can go live and be like that. And the women aren't half the women. They're just a different kind of woman. Your grandmothers didn't work a job. These women are working a job, and then you're expecting her to cook, clean, and swallow your knob and take care of kids if you have them. You're asking her to do more than you, yet you're sitting here saying you're working 10 times harder. You're not. She leveled up. You didn't. And I'm not saying you, boohoo. I'm saying the men that are bitching about this. You're asking women to do all of the shit and then getting mad that they're not feminine anymore. Why would, listen, why do you think they don't want you? It's not because of the money. It's because you're weak. Why does she need a man when she can earn the money herself? Why do you think the women here want you so desperately? They can't earn the money. You start letting these women earn money, they're not going to want you either, just like the previous guy said. Easier to make the money on the phone than to deal with your sorry ass. I've seen more old men pay than young men. Of course you did, because you're probably a young man. Get the fuck out of here. I've had free, I've had pay. It doesn't matter. You're paying. I said it yesterday. What's another form of money? Your time, energy, effort, your sanity, your peace. That's all a form of money. And a lot of guys give this up. I'm sure men would pay for an internet show when porn is free. Men are so sad because they feel like there's a connection. Didn't you watch my video just the other day? Yes, yesterday I made a video. They think there's an actual connection. They really believe the woman's interested. Some of them get it in their mind. The more they send, maybe this girl will like him. They do. And the girls preying on that. These girls are smarter than you. They got a 13-year-old mentality, and they're smarter than you 30, 40, and 50, and 60-year-old men. And yet you want to deny it. My youngest son getting the house, training him to fix shit. Only reason I'm there doing it. Okay, fair enough. Boo-hoo, women don't like men. They don't need you anymore. So they left. Yes, the women don't need you anymore. It's not 1950. It's not 1960. It's not 1970. And it's sure as hell anything before that. It's done, brothers. They don't need you. And that's not their fault. That's their credit. That goes to their credit. They don't need you. So if they want to be with somebody, of course, they're going to want somebody that's leveled up, that's manned up. So if you still want to make 50 or 60, or in that guy's case, 100K a year, that's not enough. You have to have more than that. And I don't mean just money. You have to be more than that. If you're only 100K, she don't need you. Are you 100K and can clean a house? Are you 100K and don't need a mommy? Are you 100K a year and have a decent body? Are you 100K a year, can have a good conversation, go out instead of bitching and moaning, crying and complaining? Are you 100K and she doesn't have to be your therapist? Then she might like you. You're a high-level man. But if you're just 100K, she don't need that. If you're just a big body of bones and muscles, she can just fuck you and not have you. Women have leveled up. Men just can't keep up with it. So what do? They come here and try to fucking fool women into thinking they're something more than they are. They're still that same broken man. And they know it. Hence the reason that guy made the comment earlier. I make 100K, but I feel broke. Is 15 years too much? He's broken. He may hate me for saying that right now. I might lose a subscriber. Guess what? I'm telling the truth. And he knows it. You know it. And anybody watching this knows it. Mad Matt, the next Joe Rogan. I don't think so. Women here are like Cookie. If you want a snack, go get one. Then forget about her. Okay, intuitive. That's fine and dandy if that's what you want to do. But you can do that at home. Why would you come all the way over here for that? You can do it at home. There's massage parlors. There's Backpage. There's Craigslist. There's all sorts of places you can do this at home. I mean, if it really gets down to it, there's OnlyFans. Like you said, there's free porn. All of what you just said is at home in a first world country. Top-notch place to live. Why are you really coming here? Because you want to prove to that woman you can own her, have her, and control her. That's not a relationship. That's a weak man. You took the weak man from the U.S. and put him over here in the Philippines where he has a better chance at survival than he did at home. Chicken brain Filipinos love weak men. Pesonality. Awesome word. Pesonality. Motherfucker, I'm using that one. I love that. Pesonality. Louis, that might be the funniest and best thing you've ever said. Straight up. I like the other thing that you said about the province girls, too. Mad Matt, next Joe Rogan. Woohoo! Matt, did you ever get an STDA from yes. Mad Matt, I'm feeling charitable. I'll buy you a one-way ticket back to Kensington. It's not Kensington, sick grandpa. It's Kensington. Kensington. You and Ace still can't get it right. Two deadheads. How can you get a word wrong? It's Kensington. Ken, like the name Kensington. Kensington. You want to buy me a ticket? Send it. Send me the ticket, bro. Yes, I'll take it. Grandpa, send me the ticket. Email me. I'll give you all my information. I'll go home tomorrow. Book the ticket, bitch. I just took you up. Everybody see this? He just offered to buy me a ticket back to that's Philadelphia Airport. You book me a ticket from here to Philadelphia Airport. I'm gone. Book it. Book it, Grandpa. Chicken brain Filipinas treat Americans, weak men, like jeepneys because there's another one way. You're a hell of a lot closer to being the next Joe Rogan than Ace, sick grandpa, or the 12-year-old. The big boss. What about sick grandpa? Buy me a ticket. I'm like a business. Yeah. He can buy me a ticket right now. I just told the whole fucking world if he wants to buy me the ticket, I'll bounce. For my money. Dude, you're done. You just lost your right to comment here. Bye. I told the fucker not to talk about money anymore, and he still keeps going. He's gone. Oh my God, people only go to red light to buy pussy. It's simple as that. Don't give a fuck if they don't like me. Only now there's a condition. Look, sick grandpa's already back-treading. Your fat ass can't back-tread, so walk very slowly. Okay, Poppy? Only condition is you have to film yourself getting a real job. Well, since you're putting conditions, I don't need a real job, Grandpa. I can just go live in one of my apartments and deal with the income I have. Remember you said you make $8K a month? That's here. I'm here. Plus I have a personality. If I wanted a job, I'd go get a job. But by the way, what's your opinion of a real job? Being a disabled fucking veteran? Is that what a real job is? Being a fake disabled veteran? Fraud. Personality. Yeah, that might have been Louis' best thing ever. I'm going back home soon. Can you fund my trip? No, asshole, it's mine. Don't take my money. I want to go too. We'll have a chance. Yeah, let's go. Tom, let's get out of here. Man, these guys don't want competition so bad they're willing to pay for me a ticket to go home. I like King of Kensington, 1970s Canadian TV show. Never heard of it. Big Bones. Hey, Matt, can you get NFL games? Yes. Yes, they have every sport you can watch. Send sick grandpa. You getting a blowjob. Anyway, I'm getting out of here. Let me just text this guy real quick just to make sure we're on the same page. Okay, listen, I'm going to go upstairs and talk to him. Are you 100% sure you're just not interested? Just so I can just cancel this all out. I don't want to get involved any further. Yeah, I mean, NFL's all over the place. Dazzin, that's the one I use, by the way. By a real woman. Louis, I want you to tell them just like I'm telling you. There's plenty of real women here. It's just these guys, they think it's based on money. It's based on who you are. If you can prove to any woman in the world that you're a masculine man and have, superpowers, meaning not a pussy, not a bitch, not a weak man, don't need a mommy or any of that shit, you can level up here and get that. But if that's the case, the question is why? Rob, I'm going to tell you, I actually saw a poor woman sell her kid. That's a true story. I'm surprised you asked me. I've never heard anybody ask that before. But yes, when I lived in Angeles City, I watched a bar girl who lived up the street from me. She had like a gazillion fucking kids. And she sold her child. And not for much. I think she got 60K Philippine pesos. Scared of Ricky. You lose, you lose, you lose. Oh my God. I hope you're not sweating too much typing. Fat ass is dripping sweat just saying, Matthew, you lose, you lose, you lose. Baby, give me a beta blocker. I think I'm having a heart attack. Now, that would be like Dallas paying the Eagles to go home. Thanks, Jim. Thanks, Billy Bones. Does sick grandpa think he's hurting your feelings? I don't know what he thinks. He can't. It's hard for him to think. You know, he doesn't think very much. There's a lot of fat between that head. At least Douchey Boy is squeezed together. Fatty there. All he's got is a head full of chiclet teeth and some cum left over from the night before. You're welcome. Sick grandpa is the ultimate troll. No big deal. He's a winner. He's a winner. He's a winner. Jessica is a 1,000% a real woman, hardest working human I've ever met. Okay, Al, but you've clearly demonstrated you're also a leveled up man. Okay, you have things that you do. You clearly have some kind of income. You have a lot of education. You continue to do so. You have hobbies. You're a leveled up man. Same with Mr. Schaefer. You're entitled to that woman. You should have that kind of woman. Now, I can tell you from experience being here, I didn't. I thought coming here as this made me a leveled up man. And look what it did to me. It didn't behoove me. It didn't, it didn't help me. It didn't benefit me. It was actually the opposite. It hurt me. It lowered me. So I respect what you are, and you are rightfully, just like Mr. Schaefer, entitled to that if you're going to be with a woman. Myself, I took it the wrong approach. I handled things the wrong way. And that's why I did the monk mode. That's why I got rid of the girlfriend. That's why I left the farm. That's why I came here and did monk mode. I'm trying to level myself up because I was doing things wrong, which I admit. Bring it, Pa. Slap me, bitch. You might get the last slap because I don't slap, baby. I'm not slapping back. I'm fucking you up. Right after I sue you. I'm not Michael Fazio. Oh, I'm legendary. Didn't I just do a video about living in yesteryear? He's still living in yesteryear. Sick grandpa still remembering the past. You are a grandpa. That's what grandpas do. They tell you stories about when they were young. Come on, grandpa. You got nothing new, bro. Hey, you dead fuck motherfucker. Wait. Can you see this? Is this a better invitation? I'm sick, grandpa. I'm gonna slap you like a bitch, you lazy chubby bastard. My God. Oh my God. Sick grandpa's in the head. I'm a troll. I'm fat. I have no teeth. I make 8,000 pesos a month. I make $1,000 a month living the 5-star lifestyle. Trolling everybody. I'm gonna slap you like a Taz, you faggot. Yeah. Anybody else get that one? He's a wiener. Rest in peace. Yeah, I'd pay to see that. I would pay to see that too. Whew, that's a lot of work being you, sick grandpa. I could never do that. Wow. I have never seen a Brinks truck behind a hearse. You cannot take it with you. Yeah, well said, Shelby. I like that one. I never seen a Brinks truck behind a hearse. Nice, nice, nice. Sick grandpa, what about the video in the parking lot where somebody was accusing you of being with the lady boy and you got so intimidated ran away and ran upstairs to your apartment. I don't know. I have a hard time believing he ran anywhere, but if you say so, he's actually proud of sneaking up behind a decrepit old man and slapping him. Yeah, well, that's what those disabled veterans do. You know, trained to fight in a war, but, you know, living the life of a fucking coward. I'm trained to do battle, so I'll walk up behind you and slap you. Yes, you too could be a winner. National Lampoon cartoon. Yes, Freddy. Ha ha ha, good impersonation. You're Rich Little. You call me whatever you want, Mr. Little. Yes, you too could be a wiener. I just got the most epic screenshot ever. Yeah, well, send it to me so I can share it. Sick grandpa, full-time job is being Mateo hater. Ah, my God. What are you doing to me? I'm going to end this in 4 minutes, fellas. 2 hours is long enough for me on a Saturday. Being grandpa is not easy. Fuck. I even got my sunglasses. Oh, by the way, Oakley's. Oh, this is how much these cost me, and this is why women like to fuck me, is because I have a pair of Oakleys that cost $300, $400, where the fuck they were. I'm a fucking jungle nut. Fucking jungle bitch. Oh my God. Didn't see none of them dudes in Iraq, Matt. They are not war veterans. I know that, Billy. That's why they're all so injured. Sitting around caused them to have bad hips, bad backs, and PTSD or whatever it's called. That video of sick grandpa smooching up on a laborious lady boy is pure comedy. I actually jacked off to it a couple times. You got that wrong, sick grandpa. That's not what happened, bud. See, you and Ace are telling each other lies. Tell the truth, sick grandpa. What happened? What really happened? I got bad news for you, bro. Never did a street drug. Even when I did steroids, it was prescribed. Sorry, buddy. Hate to upset you. Smoking weed, prescribed. And that was way after being 18 years old. Come on, grandpa. Man up, fatty. Don't you have anything new? That's the whole point about YouTube. You have to put new content up. Come on, pops. Come on. You need a shot of B12 so you get a little energy? I'll send you the screenshot via email. You're the man. Appreciate you. Sick grandpa, give it up. No, sick grandpa's chirping up trees that he doesn't understand. How does he usually do it? It's hard for me to do the video because I have to sit like this. Fucking faggot. 3 minutes. Oh, look at this. We've had AC Boy in the house for 2 weeks straight now. Sick grandpa in the house all day. He's trying to steal the show back. We didn't take homos. It wasn't. Don't ask, don't tell. You told. Oh my God. I guess you would know who they were, huh, sick grandpa? Since you like taking that dick up your ass, huh? You would be the one they knew, huh? You're the one they sent undercover on the down low. That's how you started getting addicted to dick. Sick grandpa. That's what's going to be his next video. This is why I started liking ladyboys. When I was in the military, they sent me around to find out which one were the queers because I would suck them off. And that's how I knew. Low energy, sick grandpa. Yeah, he's low rating, sick grandpa. Yeah. Look, Douchey Boy's getting all those views and still not making much money. So Douchey Boy says he don't need the money. Sick grandpa e-begged for $100 the other night. Did anybody know that? He e-begged for $100. Up your nostrils. Yeah, well, I don't want to do that because then you're going to see things I don't want you seeing. Unlike some who only sieve content. Yeah. Oh, my. Everybody, thanks for being here. Sick grandpa, I really appreciate you showing patronage to the channel. You just told the whole world you're going to buy me a ticket. I said yes. So send the ticket, bitch. Everybody saw sick grandpa offered to buy me a ticket to Kensington, which is Philadelphia. So Center Philadelphia. Well, get 1,000 of that sick grandpa and send me home. You promised. Sick grandpa promised to spend me home. Sick grandpa, you said it was $8,352. Remember? $8,352 is what you said. Matt, it's been real. Have a great day. See you next time. Bye, Jim. Bye, Boohoo. Sick grandpa, don't forget my ticket. Please get my name spelling correct. Peace out.